Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Backwater Bastards.
In
space!
It's never not funny. Should we do a recap?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I need a recap.
Let's
Recap. Last episode.
Recap that.
I mean, it was just a big-ass party, really.
It was another party because we need a lot of it right now. We need a lot of parties.
Yeah.
We partied at the airport, then we partied at the
and
hotel.
the limo and the hotel.
And like, where are we going to party today?
Yes.
Bastards took over an entire floor of a hotel,
Yes,
paid
we did.
for by the new Terra military elite budget.
Yes, it was.
Herodotus hooked that up.
Yep.
Yes,
The
he did.
there was sort of a lounge. You never even quite made it to the feasting hall, did you?
No, we're in the feasting hall now, aren't? Oh, maybe we're in the
No,
lounge. Yeah.
well, oh my God, we fucking didn't.
Yeah,
we
but I
threw the
guess we
bomb.
haven't
Never even made it to the feast. Like so.
We threw the
So
bombs in the cocktail lounge.
It was in the middle of the
my
middle of the
God.
afternoon that this was all happening. Lest we
Hey,
forget.
it was,
No.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Was it really? I thought, okay.
But
I was like,
it was a jet lag kind of thing. Like you guys had just landed, and you probably like
Yeah.
a long day because you'd just done this entire thing, like saving Clan Zarg,
it's been a long
and-
fucking year.
yeah, obtaining the royal jelly and
Yeah.
and the honey boy and all sorts of stuff had happened, and it was time for like a
Yeah.
bit of R&R and obviously a
It
lot of
was time
celebration.
to throw a bomb in a hotel.
And then because you had like all of the Clan Zarg folk, they they turned out to be real party animals. Clan Zarg turned out to be kind of a wild group of party animals, kind of spurred the bastards on into a bit of a celebration of excess. So I mean, they were doing a lot of shots. They were like inventing cocktails. They were just drinking a lot. There was a lot of like picking one another up and carrying them places. Lots of that sort of nonsense. In the background, there was a whole B plot of a military Admiral Larky trying to get in contact with Herodotus, and the bastards all sort of hanging out when they realized that this was quite possibly someone trying to pull the plug on their...
Or just someone who didn't want to call me a doctor.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, because the bastards are like have been
so we
ordering
can't
up-
like him.
ordering
Yeah.
hard on room service. They've booked out an entire floor of this luxury hotel and all sort of thing. But it turned out Larky was perfectly willing to foot the bill on the condition that Herodotus do a little job for him.
Yes.
As you do.
Because Larky had originally been very pissed off to discover this charge, in his name, really
Rude.
expensive, and then realizing it was Herodotus, who's not even supposed to be back in this place. He was essentially exiled to a mid-space. But when he realized who Herodotus was traveling with, specifically Clan Zarg, he recognized an opportunity because Clan Zarg, the hereditary owners of Zarg Moon, which is a moon going around Firstnare, an independent state within the human empire, it's almost a blight on their history, the fact that they never fully conquered Firstnare. And the idea of getting an imperial foothold on Zarg Moon is just too juicy to not have a go at. So Herodotus did sort of smile and nod, although his actions afterwards do suggest that he's got an ulterior motive in proclaiming himself the king of Zarg Moon.
Yeah.
Especially once he discovered that they have a castle there.
Yeah, that kind of did it there. When you said the word castle, you could feel the pieces fall into place.
We left our bast at the height of the party, where Cleo came out with a bunch of explosives, which turned out to be, well, they were still explosives, but they were more in the sort of the zone of fireworks. Like they shattered a window and like broke a few glasses and left some singes on some of the sofas, but they didn't really blow anyone up or anything. And
But it was party.
yeah, it was party. Yeah, and it
Little
was
party never
that
killed
point of the
nobody.
party where people were
Well.
sort of starting to like
well,
take off their clothes and just knock back entire bottles of hard liquor.
Yeah, and I do want to say that cocktail that I drank, we called
The
it the
10
10
top?
top. The 10 top is just 10 drinks that you haven't had because you've just arrived at the parties. The 10 top is just everything put into a glass.
10
And,
top.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
it's-
if you...
it sounds like the right thing
Because
to
Dr.
do.
Z
Yeah.
was working his hardest to catch up. He'd been having a nice bath, nice jacuzzi in his honey boy. And he
Yes,
was
it lovely.
feeling muddy fly,
Dr. Z was feeling himself, doing some jelly stuff.
feeling in touch with the terrestrial world for the first time in his life.
Yeah. For the first time. Yeah. It was amazing.
Oh, the dance! Like
Yeah.
that someone needs to draw that.
Dr.
Yeah.
Z dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a majestic dance.
it was. I saw it. I saw it with my whole heart
Yeah.
and at least 20% of my brain.
But that is the last thing you will remember.
Excuse me, what?
Or at least one of the last things you'll remember.
Just fade out with an extra stretched and drawn out bit of Trevor going, "I'm naked too." Echo.
And
stretch.
From that point onwards, the memory of the evening, well, it wasn't an evening, the memory of the afternoon becomes a lot more hazy. You feel like you did at some point traipse over to the food hall, and well, I say food hall, to the private dining area. Herodotus was sort of, pulling apart some sort of roast beast and, trying to like take control of the situation and claim that he was everyone's daddy and that he was going to serve them up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You got flashes of memory of that sort of thing. You remember like Clan Zarg getting very messy, doing shots of gravy and that sort of thing.
That definitely sounds like me in real life.
It sounds like, ladles of gravy, no different to a shot of gravy. So, oh my goodness.
I love a bit of gravy.
Yeah.
There's a distinct memory that you all ate yourselves silly, and at some point Cleo exploded something. It was like a big bowl of salad, really big bowl of salad.
Talking about me, and I was like, sick.
It just got exploded somehow, like some sort of explosive was planted in it.
I was like, are we playing D&D or are we train spot?
And you do remember that you then you left the hotel and went out on the town just as the sun was beginning to set.
I'm so jealous.
Fucking hell. Why are we cooler in our fucking D&D game, our tabletop RPG game?
I think that means we're doing it right.
That's what you do. If you get to invent a character to be, you better be cool. That's why I
just want to be
Nelvin.
Someone that can go out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. You play Nelvin, and then I played a cowardly drunk. So it's
Maybe we're not doing it right.
Yeah.
No, I mean flawed characters are the best because you kind of know what to do with them.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm already one of those in real life, so
Exactly, like we all are. Anyway, it's morning or something approximating it.
Oh, that's a shame.
The windows of these rooms, and they are like full wall windows looking out down into the beautiful gardens below.
Ugh.
They do a slow fade where they become less and less opaque, and eventually, Cleo can feel the sun on her face, and she can see the light shining through her eyelids.
I know I don't want that.
And she can feel the pain in her skull.
Yeah.
Because like this is a hangover.
Okay.
Cleo's no stranger to a hangover, but this is one of the bad ones.
Oh no. Ooh.
I mean, luckily, being an Ursine, at least she's got like a stomach of steel.
Like 12 stomachs.
It's not really going to be like that kind of hangover, but it's.
I don't know. You hope it's not that.
I hope it's not.
It's one of those ones where you wake up and you're like, I'm fine, and then you stand up, you're like, I'm broken.
I just all I can think about when you described the window for too long. I was like, nope. I already know too much about this. It's that nasty feeling when you wake up and you're hotter than you've ever been in your life because sun is out. It doesn't even have to be a lot. It could be like 18 degrees outside and you would still be like 7 million degrees because the sun was touching you.
Yeah.
Well, so now
you're sick.
You went to sleep like someone's house and you're like on a leather fucking sofa with no blankets. And there's no curtain.
And jeans.
There's no curtain on that window because it's not a bedroom. So
And
by the time
jeans.
you wake up, you're just like,
You are the sofa.
Yeah.
And when you move, the jeans crackle apart like they were made out of plaster.
Cleo, eyes shut, but feeling the sun trying to sort of blast through her eyelids now. It's kind of hard to ignore the fact that there's a light in this room all of a sudden.
Yeah, it is.
And she does slowly gain some sort of consciousness of the fact that she's not on a bed. In fact, she's in a very awkward position. It feels as though one of her arms and one of her legs is on one side of a doorway and the rest of her isn't.
Oh my god, am I on the floor?
Are you sleeping against the wall or what's going on?
Am I alone? I feel like I should just ask.
Well, I mean, eventually you're going to have to bite the bullet and open your eyes and just have a little look. But you don't feel anyone spooning you or anything, but it doesn't feel like you're naked anymore.
Oh, that's even weirder. Somebody dressed me?
That's so odd.
I don't know about... Okay. So, like, are you saying that, like, I have to look around?
I mean, you can put it off as long as you want. I can move over to Dr. Z and leave you refusing to deal with the day if you like. But I'm just sort of describing your gradual discovery of sensation again. It's like you realize that you are indeed awake and you do exist. And after you sort of get used to your headache, you start noticing other aches. And the fact that you've been sleeping in this contorted position partway through a doorway.
So I'm on the floor in the doorway.
On the floor in the doorway. It's an open doorway.
Am I sitting up?
You're like lying on your belly, but with one leg and one arm through a door. So kind of your shoulder is wedged up against the corner of the door.
Oh my god, I'm on my belly? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, do I need to like roll a perception? Or can I just open my eye? I can just open, well, I don't know. How bad is this hangover?
No, you can open your eyes. Like it's
okay.
If you try and do anything actually strenuous, I might get you to do like sort of constitution or endurance roll.
But like, you know how sometimes you're so messed up that like you can't even focus your eye? Am I still drunk? Can we clear that out? Because that's the real thing when you wake up and
that's an important
still
question.
A little...
The amount of pain in your skull suggests strongly that you are no longer drunk.
Oh, that's a shame.
It would probably be easier for you if you were still drunk. And again, that sort of suggests that you've been sleeping for quite a long time.
Great. I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna start like feeling to see what this outfit is. Since I came to the party naked, like I didn't have anything really special on me and I used up my bombs. So at least they couldn't steal anything from me, whoever I was with.
You've got some sort of shirt on. You can immediately tell that. It feels just like a really big t-shirt, but it's again on you.
It must be a really big t-shirt.
On you, it's kind of tight. It's kind of like a little, like, you know, like belly
What is
top.
going on?
Like a crop top.
Who
But
are
it
you
is
sleeping with?
Like it's on a
no.
lot of bipedal, you know, humanoid alien creatures. It would be, you know, just a normal sort of big top. And on an average human, it would be huge. It'd be down to their knees.
Okay. Can I look down at it and see like if it says anything?
So as you open your eyes and you look down, you see the first thing you notice, actually, you've got this t-shirt on, but also around your waist is a big inflatable ring.
Oh no. Okay. Is it like one just a regular inner tube, or is it like one of the animal ones with a head?
Oh, it's an animal one with a head. Yeah, it's like a kind of.
At least I made good choices.
It's like a pink sort of alien thing. Kind of looks like some sort of alien
like
horse.
Like that thing from the first episode that I smashed the chair out of.
Yeah, it's kind of like a giant version of one of those, but like that's
coming
turned into
back
an inner
in
tube.
time to punish me, I guess.
And it's one of those inner tubes that, like, again, like most humanoids would sort of lie in it, and it would be like, you know, their entire body would be supported by it, but you've managed to squeeze it around your waist, and it's quite tight.
Oh my god, I'm probably lucky to be alive.
At least you didn't have it round your neck and under
It's
your
like
arm.
a sea turtle in a 6-pack ring.
But maybe you put this on to stop you from vomiting and choking on it. This was maybe you planning, you know?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
So looking down anyway, after sort of spotting that with a bit of surprise, you see that the t-shirt, and it's a bright yellow t-shirt,
Nice.
and it's got
Good.
sort of this vivid purple writing on it, but in your hazy state, and looking down at it so it's upside down, you're struggling to work out quite what it says.
God damn.
Do I know where I am?
Okay, so let's get into the room then.
Okay. That seemed like probably a good question to ask. Like, if this was really me, I would be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing my own clothes. I've obviously been somewhere.
Okay, so
Where am I at?
looking around, you are definitely in one of the hotel rooms on your floor. You're in the doorway between two of the rooms.
Great.
The room that you are
Okay.
most of the way in, when you look over to the bed, you can see there's two members of Clan Zarg who are asleep on that bed.
Oh, damn.
Okay. That's cool.
You recognize one of them as being the engineer that you lot originally worked with.
Oh.
But the other is like some woman that you don't really know. I mean, you've got drunk with her and stuff. You don't know her name.
Okay. Did they
And
look
they're
okay?
sort of-
Are they alive?
they just sort of look passed out. One of them is snoring, and they've kind of just got like arms.
Okay,
Like
but they're alive.
They're both lying
I'm just
on their
saying,
side,
like,
both
if
with
anything
an arm
happened, I'm a
awkwardly
bear.
over the other. So you can tell they're both going to wake up with like dead arms, but like
This
they
just
look,
feels like
they
the
look
kind of
safe.
thing that like I could wake up having murdered 8 people.
Yeah, your scratch game went a bit wild.
Yeah. Just, hey, it sounds good.
Yeah.
But
They're all right.
the room that you are sort of halfway into with one arm and one leg, you can see into there. There's a lot of stuff on the floor. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the floor in this room, but this room mostly it's just champagne bottles and clothing. Looks like like these two Zarg members. They're both just pretty much just wearing underpants.
Oh.
And their clothes are sort of thrown around, like sort of like balancing on the overhead lighting and things like that.
Blame it on the juice.
But in the other room, there's quite a collection of items. The closest thing that you can see, it looks like sort of like a gumball machine that's like over on its side.
Excellent.
It's been emptied out.
Oh.
And then all over the ground, there's little plastic, the things inside a Kinder egg, like little plastic things.
Are you for real?
There's those
Prizes?
things are spread out everywhere. Every single one of them has been opened up.
It got wild.
Every single one of them has been opened up.
Wait, so it's just the eggs. It's not the prizes.
Just the eggs. The eggs.
Okay. I'm feeling very apprehensive about that room because something went down.
What type of madman leaves the eggs and takes all the prizes?
I mean, at first I was extremely aroused by the concept of oh my god, a gumball machine, and it's the one with the prizes, and the prizes are all out.
Yeah.
But now I'm feeling scared.
Because the prizes are all empty?
Because someone happened to each egg. This has Dr. Z energy all over it, is the thing.
Someone
merchandise
compulsively opening every single one.
This is some Benjamin's obsession
is
level
Benjamin's
madness.
obsession stuff.
Well, what are you up to? What are you gonna do here?
I mean, I'm kind of seeing that, and I'm having a feeling about it. I'm glad that the people on the bed are not, mauled. Because, it occurred to me that, oh my god, what happened here, and how did it go? And I kind of want to go further into the prize room, because I'm feeling like maybe I could see where the prizes went.
Okay. So as you sort of get yourself up, up off the floor, you can tell you're already you're almost sort of limping. You've pulled a tendon in one leg from the way you've been sleeping.
What the hell?
It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel natural. You're not massively injured, but you're not going to be winning any sprint races at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Great.
But yeah, as you sort of get yourself upright and sort of into the room, you're now pretty sure that this is the room that you and Dr. Z were going to be sharing. The room with the fantastic bath that he enjoyed.
Oh my god, my room is the prize room.
And there's a bed that does look as though perhaps you were on it for some of the night.
Wow.
There's it certainly smells like you. The blankets have all been ripped apart and spread around. You've almost burrowed down into the mattress a little bit at some point. Maybe the feral instincts kicked in a bit and you were trying to nest in it.
Oh.
So it's kind of the middle of this huge king-size bed has been burrowed out a bit.
So cute.
Looking around, you can see on the windowsill again, this sunlight glaring in, kind of hurting your existence. But on the windowsill, just stacked very neatly, almost like armies lined up, are lots of tiny little figurines, and they've been arranged by color.
Okay, I get a vibe from that.
Mm.
I'm a little in pain. I'm feeling French fried shit. But I see that and I'm thinking, where the hell is Z? But I have to go to the bathroom, I think.
I mean, nature calls.
I mean, I'm
drank-
definitely thinking about you, Z, but you know how it, it's all hitting me
Well, the color coordinating of the toys is a lot like how we color coordinate our episode tiles, and I'm all about that color coordination. So
yeah, that's definitely Z. So I mean, he could be safe, but we don't really know. We'll find out after.
I hope I'm safe.
I mean, there's no telling now. So I'm just gonna make my way to that bathroom now that I know where I'm at, because that's the good bathroom.
Okay. So as you you make your way, you can see there's some other things around this room.
Oh, okay.
What looks like a trolley for pushing around room service, the entire trolley, but with nothing on it. It's just sitting there in the middle of the room. You can also see that the door, it's almost like you're in this bizarre hallway because the door to the room where the 2 Zarg members are asleep behind you between the 2 rooms is open, and then the door ahead of you going into the next room is also open.
Free for all.
Oh my god. Okay,
And as you sort of like peer down there, it's like this, this never-ending hallway of hotel rooms opened into more hotel rooms, as though,
Pinch yourself, Cleo. Make sure you're not just high seeing this happen.
like the lot of you all decided to just open it up and like be in one great big room together.
Oh my god.
Great.
I'm just like real life dying because I want this.
Ignoring the next room for now, which in which it looks as though there's like as soon as you go through the door, you're basically entering some sort of blanket fort.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, in the bathroom?
No, into the further the next room along.
Okay. Sensory
You've got
experiences.
the manic stripping off room, and then you've got the prize room, and then you've got the blanket fort room.
Oh my god.
But stepping into the bathroom, you can see that the bathroom is relatively unspoiled, actually.
Wow. Well, it was.
All of the toiletries and things have all been gathered up and just tossed into the sinks. They're all just sitting there, just in a jumbled pile in the basin.
Okay.
The room is otherwise in perfect order, but aside from the fact that there's a slight flooding going on.
Oh no.
And the bath is full, utterly to the brim, with water and Dr. Z. Who is currently sort of in an amorphous honey boy shape, just sort of occupying space in there.
Oh my god.
Am I awake or am I still passed out?
I mean, you're a lot smaller than Cleo, so I think you're still passed out. Also, you didn't get rudely awoken by the sun because this room actually has blinds.
Wait, does the bathroom even have a window?
Oh, the bathroom. No, I mean, this is a hotel. The bathroom can't possibly have a window, is it? Can it?
So this is a great room to be passed out in.
Well, you can also,
Well,
these rooms you can set the timer and the opacity
I keep
changes.
forgetting that we're having the experience that someone with money would have.
Yeah, you're in a fancy hotel, so the sun doesn't have
What's
to.
that?
The sun doesn't have to wake you up, but no one thought to change the timers. So
We don't even know that exists. Okay, I am really relieved to see him, but I came here to do a job.
You gotta relieve yourself.
So he seems out of it, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yes.
Gonna have a seat.
So Dr. Z, dreaming away, floating in the bathtub. The last thing he can only really remember is that there was a moment where he and Herodotus were on the way out of the hotel, insisting and having to explain themselves over and over and over again to the concierge that under no circumstances should a maid or any sort of cleaner come to any of the rooms for the next day, because you would all be far too tired because you're going out on the town.
Do not disturb.
Yes.
Okay?
And Dr. Z is right now, he's beginning to wake up and thinking how nice it is that they had the foresight to do that, because he's had such a lovely, peaceful, uninterrupted sleep.
I'm just looking at him thinking to myself where the porch lights on, but ain't nobody home.
No cleaning service. No one coming and offering breakfast at a frankly uncivil hour
Who wants
to a man of
breakfast?
leisure, to a jelly of leisure. And then suddenly there's just a very powerful sound of liquid.
Oh no!
on
I
water.
quickly reach up to check that the bath tap is off. Just sit
And
straight up and
you
just
feel
be
some horror.
Cleo, I thought we had an arrangement. Cleo, no. Cleo, stop. Stop it, Cleo. Stop it.
Good morning.
And I quickly be like, just drop my body under the water level again. Just be like, trying to use the water level as a fence between me and whatever Cleo's doing.
Smells bad enough to gag a maggot. Well, I'm doing stuff right now. I'm busy. I'm engaged. I've rolled initiative with myself, and the battle is ongoing.
It's disgusting.
So, I have rolled both a 1 and a 20. So you know.
After waiting underneath the water for what I think is adequate time enough, pop my head back up above and just see Cleo still going and just be like, Cleo, get out! Cleo!
And then you go right back.
Push my head back under.
But yeah, after a torturous amount of time,
Wow.
Cleo's all done.
Ta-da!
And already feeling quite a bit better. Being out of that glaring sun helps a lot. Having taken a leak helps, incomparably.
Well, the ugliness is just temporary.
Cleo, are you done? Cleo. Well.
For now.
Can you go to the minibar and get me some sparkling waters, please?
You already got water
Yes,
in there.
but this has been spoiled by yourself, your own...
Hold on.
Yes.
And
Have you been floating in there?
by the way, Dr. Z...
In minibar water?
Dr. Z's... he's not in water anymore. Is he floating directly in the honey boy?
Oh, I'm not floating in water?
Is he?
Yeah, well, you're not in a bowl anymore, are you? The honey boy is
he
creating...
has displaced all of the water.
Well, I mean, the honey... You're in water in the bath, but there's no water directly touching... There's no water touching the actual Dr. Z.
No, but I still want to feel clean.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. There is a fair bit of flotsam inside the honey boy.
Right.
Like it's not very clean at the minute. It's got stuff.
Sick.
It's got bits
Sick.
floating in it.
All right,
Sick. Bits like chunky
All right,
soup.
well, hearing that, I'm heading right over to the shower, or I'm turning the shower on and turning it on heavy blast mode.
And then just sort of manipulating the honey to sort of create channels through it so that it can be thoroughly
Yes,
cleansed.
I'm getting myself clean. I'm turning off the odor sensors while I'm doing this.
That's all right.
I'm resetting and getting adjusted.
Okay, so as you just turn on this heavy spray and start sort of jettisoning the contents of the honey boy, the water comes out not a nice looking color. It's kind of like a grayish brown kind of. It's
nasty.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of grime. It seems as though while inebriated, Dr. Z's control over the honey boy becomes a little compromised.
That's pretty embarrassing.
And a lot of it is probably literally just grime that he sort of picked up from walking along the sidewalk and stuff.
Oh God, Dr. Z sick.
But there's some solid bits as well. A sort of a shard of what looks like a broken plate. There's porcelain sort of just dropping down. There's some small pebbles and some sort of acorn-like seed.
Yes.
And with a clink, almost immediately when you sort of start letting things pass through it, a key.
Oh yeah.
Literally a physical turn the lock key with a little key ring and a little plastic tag on it.
Cleo, I think I've managed to pick up one of your bomb bits.
Yeah, because we don't know what that is. We've never seen a key before. But I hear this from the other room. My little goblin brain couldn't help but hear all that cool stuff fall into the bottom of the bathtub. So even though I'm halfway into this mini fridge, I'm like, Z, Z, what? Don't flush any of that. Just leave it. Leave it in there. Let me just look. Let me sift through it.
You want to?
Just don't
you
throw
want to
any.
sift through my shower water?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
All right.
Don't throw any of that out. Don't throw any of that out. Might need it from my
Step
bucket,
out of the shower,
bucket.
grab the sparkling waters, and start plugging away the sparkling water into the jelly to try and purify myself. You know how sometimes you can get the best clean with Coca-Cola or something like that? Yeah. Just start doing that with the sparkling water just to try and clean the extra dirty bits.
Now that you're not drunk anymore, you can sort of you can control the individual sort of particles of this thing and kind of jettison the water about places. You can have it sort of tickle your jelly body as
It's
well.
like gargling with mouthwash, you know?
Yeah. You can sort of shoot it around inside there and just sort of get it where it needs to
This
go.
is the mouthwash moment, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I am going to bring you the sparkling water, but I'm also going to need to look at that stuff.
I've
that you
left
dropped
it in the bath
bathtub.
there, Cleo.
And I'm going to go through it.
So yeah, as I said before, there's pebbles, there's a small seed, there's similar to an acorn, but it's something that's indigenous to New Terra.
I'm going to keep that.
And there's the key.
Definitely going to keep that and the shard.
And the shard. It's literally a piece of broken plate.
Yep. If it's in there, I'm having it. Just
so you're adding to the bomb bits, yeah?
Yes, I am constantly collecting, baby.
Alrighty.
Gotta write those down.
Yeah. Dr. Z feeling relatively refreshed, but also kind of hungover and also quite blacked out of the night.
Well,
before.
I do what I would normally do, and I'm gonna open up my messages and emails and emails rather, and calls and things like that, and just start
Z-mail.
So loading up the Z-mails, Dr. Z can already see that he's got a lot of missed calls from a completely unfamiliar address.
That's awkward.
Getting those all out of the way, there's also a text message.
Oh.
And it has a photo attached.
Okay, open this up.
Like, well, detective time. Figure out what happened.
So the photo, the message says, LOL, so many corrupted memory bits from those magnets. And then there's a photo, and it's Dr. Z with his arm around a small synthetic who's got their arm around Dr. Z. Dr. Z has got an entire bottle of what looks like sherry or some sort of like old-timey human booze, which he's just got plugged into the jelly boy. And you can see even in the photo that he's just jettisoning the liquid straight and showering himself with it inside the honey boy, showering the jelly.
Right.
The synthetic is just holding a big magnet to its head.
To my head. Oh, the synthetic.
To its own head. So many corrupted memory bits from those magnets.
Okay, I just
LOL.
replied being like,
Who is this and what do you want? How did you... How did you get this photo?
LOL. Don't you remember, Z?
Of course I remember. I'm interrogating, though, so tell me.
I'm interrogating, though.
LOL, you called me when my shift ended last night.
Look, your name is Cleo, so I don't know you.
Ooh, zing.
You know me, Z.
Girl.
You know me, Z. Z twins.
Oh my god.
I walk into the other room, look at Cleo and be like,
Cleo, found enough rubbish in that bathtub.
I got a couple bits. From a bag.
What do you remember of last night,
Look
Cleo?
at well,
Yes, it's as much as I imagine. Check your messages. If you got anything, I've got some weird stalker happening.
Hold on. Let me see. Like, I'm gonna look at my wrist communicator, and I'm gonna like reboot it because things are not right.
Set to some very strange time zone. You can see like the hours going by crazy fast, like it's from some really tiny planet that spins really fast.
It's like when somebody steals your Nokia phone and then turns it into like another language, and you have to go through all 500 menu screens to figure out how to undo that. That's the situation.
we all
that I'm in
remembered
right
that
now.
sequence though, off by heart. You know, you could navigate that without, regardless of what language it was back in school.
But I'm rebooting my wrist communicator because I was naked, so I didn't have anything else. No pockets. No pockets, baby. You know, I got this great shirt on and I got my inflatable, but that's it. And I'm gonna open my C-mail. And then what do I got?
It takes you a while. You got to sort of like navigate. Like, oh, actually, this is all fucked up. Like, I've got to reboot it. You got to wait for it to reboot. All this sort of happens. I mean, we're talking like crazy space age technology, but still, you've got the same slow waiting times as ever because I mean, nothing ever
Some
changes.
things never change.
Yeah. And eventually it boots up, and you've got a ton of spam messages, all from a place called Belgo's Funhouse.
Oh my god. Belgo's.
Okay.
And so it starts with, thank you for signing up to become a member of Belgo's Funhouse. And then there's another one, your Belgo's Funhouse application has been verified. And then it just goes on and on. They're offering deals. Seem to have some sort of like vouchers, 2-for-1 vouchers.
Z.
Yeah. Yes,
Z.
Cleo.
Z.
Yes, Cleo.
Did we go to the fun house?
And Dr. Z, looking at Cleo, can see she is wearing like this weird sort of little pink animal inflatable thing around her waist. She's also wearing a bright yellow t-shirt with purple writing across it that says Belgo's Funhouse.
Okay, then I guess we did. Or I did.
Cleo, I do believe that at some point last night we did visit Belgo's House of Fun. Yes.
Do you remember that?
I'm gonna pull up the picture that I've been sent from fucking other Z and have a look at it and see if I can notice anything about Belgo's in the photo. Do a fucking
Like a deep
dive
look
into this photo. I
photo.
want to look for stuff.
So
This is like on any crime
there's,
procedural
Exactly.
where they go, do the
Enhance.
thing, and then the computer guy
Actually, yeah,
goes
just
all
for
right.
fun,
And he
let
just
me bring this up so that Cleo and I can also deep dive. I'll be like,
Cleo, I have this image here. Let's deep dive it. And
yeah, let's deep dive it.
I'm going to try and blur myself from the image.
You're like photoshopping and deep diving at the same time.
So there's the two
Wait,
the Z twins,
Can,
like arm
can
in
I roll
arm.
perception to see if I notice him doing that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I don't know if Cleo would inherently know.
But the thing is, like, even if
I got a
if you
9.
completely pixelate him, completely blur him out, he's still like a big like honey.
It's so
boy
obvious who I
fucking-
am, but I'm just embarrassed.
with like some little pink jelly thing floating in the middle
just
of it. Like,
embarrassed
it's-
that I hung out
It's
with
not
this
anyone
other
else.
Z.
Cleo doesn't notice, like, I guess she just assumes that the blurriness is her hangover. She recognizes Dr. Z's like shape immediately because it's Dr. Z. But he does look blurry. She doesn't realize that he's actually blurring him out. She again, like, you don't recognize other Z at all. Like, it's just some little synthetic that you've never seen before.
Some little synthetic.
But you sort of look around and you can see there's these tables in the background.
Okay.
And they've all got sort of like balls on them. They're sort of they're like a weird space pool table kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like
Yeah, the
billiards.
tables they're all
Okay.
sort of hexagonal,
Snooker.
and they've got little balls around on them. And at a closer look, you can see an arm with a little sort of, it's like a wand with a little puck on the end of it. An arm holding that, sticking out just behind Dr. Z's shoulder. And as you look closer, it looks very much like it's Herodotus's hand behind the scene playing some little game.
Okay.
And then off in one corner, in the sort of almost cut out of shot of this photo, is a gumball machine just filled with little plastic egg prizes.
Oh my god.
There's not a lot of people. It seems as though like the place is fairly empty. You can see some blurry looking figures in bathrobes, which is almost certainly Clan Zarg members in the
We
background.
recognize that.
And they look as though they're sort of just drinking and laughing.
Cleo, look. Does that hand look familiar to you?
Well, I mean, that gumball machine do.
What do you mean, gumball machine?
Now you see that? You see that right there in the back?
Yes, it's filled with glorious prizes. Some such
Okay.
prizes that you might win at Benjamin's, perhaps. Glorious collectibles.
I can see that you may know a little more about that than you know
I
now.
don't have them in my collection
Because
yet. I
that-
would love to have such a collection
No.
of gumball.
That is in there.
What are you talking about, Cleo?
That is in there right now.
Cleo, you're being ridiculous. What are you talking about? We're looking at this photo.
No, that is in there.
1 second, Cleo.
Walk next door.
Oh my god!
And then run back in.
Cleo. Have you seen all of the
I told you-
gumballs in that
I
room?
told I have I seen
Cleo,
exactly
there's
what you did
gumballs.
last night.
Did we empty the entire machine of gumballs?
Well, somebody
Look,
did.
Cleo, the best part is some genius, has already organized them all by color. It's amazing.
Yeah, some genius
Some
did that. Some genius. Yeah, all right.
It's exactly
well,
how I
you know.
like them to be. Oh, this is brilliant.
Is it? Is it now? Wow, now that just sticks in your throat like a hair in a biscuit. Don't
All
it?
right, well,
That's exactly how I like them.
Can we?
I mean, bless your pee picking
can
little
we stop
heart.
hanging out in the bathroom and now go hang out in the collectible room?
I don't know if that's a really good idea.
Scene
for me
change.
right now, but
We are now standing there.
we have teleported.
Alright. So
Beep.
Cleo, do you think it's occurred to you that you can actually dim these windows?
Nope. I know it hasn't occurred to me.
So Cleo still just sort of squinting at like this, this bright
Yeah.
yellow sunlight
Feeling
that's just
pretty
flooding
bad.
the room. Because basically it's a big room and the entire wall is basically window.
Cleo does not come from money. So, I mean, just having windows is like a bit of a thing. But we're in the gumball room we're in my room, right?
Yeah.
Well, Z, I think you did this.
What do you mean, Cleo? If I did this, I would clearly remember this. This is quite an important task.
Well, where did I get this shirt?
Oh, Cleo, I don't know where you got that shirt from. If I were wearing...
Neither
Yes,
do
well,
I.
One moment.
I'll bring up communications with other Z again.
But like, so, what mind tricks did you use on us, Z?
Yeah, Z. Little Z.
A moment, then a reply comes in. LOL, mind tricks. I don't remember. You brought the magnets.
This magnet's like a drug for you guys. For the synthetics. What magnets is he talking about? Because he's a computer, so that would mess him up real good. You ever put a magnet on a computer?
What about these
You said
gumballs?
that really...
I struggled. I was like trying to think thinking like, this robot has been like, well, getting shit faced with you guys, and I was like, hang on, how?
That's super smart. Anyway,
Z, where are you?
where you at?
Also, I can't be calling you Z. Z is me. You need to come up with another name.
LOL. Last night we decided I would be Z1.
Oh no.
Well, what was
baby.
Z7.
That doesn't even make any sense. Why would I be Z7?
What did y'all do?
You don't make any sense, Z7. LOL.
Oh my
LOL.
God.
You're testing my patience, Z1.
Oh my god. I can't believe you're... Oh. Cleo's
I don't need a number.
Do I get
I
to
am
see
Z.
these?
I do not need a number after Z. I am ZE.
Just at home defragging. You want to meet up?
Yes,
Do you know where Herodotus went?
ASL.
There's a sort of a long moment. It's like, is that the human one?
Yes, the old man. Bit wrinkly, bit smelly, but full of
Amino acids.
yes, amino acids.
He was with you last.
Right, well, you're a lot of bloody help, aren't you? Do you know who who won all of those glorious gumballs last night?
Like, the gumballs? You didn't win even once.
All right, conversation over. We'll talk later.
You lost
No,
so many times. LOL.
LOL. LMAO.
I'll just hang up the call while he's saying that.
Cleo's like, wait, wait, LOL.
Clearly, that Z1 is having a hard time remembering last night as well.
Oh yeah, you think that's what's happening? LOL.
In my mind, like you like put in like credit after credit trying to get these things, and eventually like came back and stole the whole machine.
In my mind, I'm thinking that Cleo stole the machine for me to be like, because I couldn't have picked that up. Cleo is the only one who's strong.
Don't you
enough to,
worry.
like-
Don't you worry, Z.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Ain't no machine beating us.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That, I mean, to be fair, yeah, that does feel like me,
Yeah.
but yeah, all right. I don't have
All
an
right,
excuse.
I'll bring up a map and find out where this fucking fun place is. What's it called?
Belgo's Funhouse.
Belgo's Funhouse.
Luckily, the name of it is written straight across Cleo's chest.
Yeah, I'll look at Cleo's
Yeah,
chest
great.
and then write it into the maps and bring up Belgo's Funhouse.
So Belgo's Funhouse is it's surprisingly far actually. Like you're in the center of the city, but it's kind of like the other side of the center of the city.
Okay.
Cleo, you ready for a scavenger hunt?
Looking it up, you see that it's just kind of a like an arcade.
You want to get our boys?
What do you mean, boys?
Let's get our boys.
Well, let's not get every one of Zarg to join us. That could be a long-ass train.
But I like them.
Well, yes, let's see how many of them want to join.
Let's wake them up. Play the jam. Play the
Put
jam.
some music on it extra loud and be like, come on, time to go.
Can I request that you roll a hack to
yeah.
do like the jams through the whole like floor?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll do a hacking now. Oh no, I only
would
rolled a
like
9.
that for me. Uh-oh,
Whoops.
what does that even mean then?
2 drunks.
So
It comes
Dr.
out of
Z,
you and we can't
Yeah.
turn it off.
Dr. Z, like spending a whole bunch of time just trying to like hack into the room sort of music and PA system. Eventually, he fails miserably to hacking. It's probably because he's hungover.
God.
But at the same time, he is sort of pulling up the music system to like try and find a jam that you guys dig. And at which point he discovers that even though his hacking completely
Something
failed,
that we do not dig.
there's an option to play it to all the rooms anyway, because it looks as though at some point in the night you linked all of your control systems. And it looks as though all you have to do is go into Herodotus's room, because Herodotus, of course, demanded that he have the master control to everyone's room.
All right.
That sounds about right.
I go in there, push play.
So Herodotus's room is actually the one that Cleo came out of, the adjoining room. There's the two members of Clan Zarg, the engineer, and the young lady whose name you don't recall, passed out on the bed, still snoring. They're snoring quite loudly as well.
Yes, I walk past them and grab the remote and push play, and then just stand there watching them.
Wonderful. What kind of jam do we get?
I mean, did Z pick something in particular, or is he just like playing?
I'm just playing the
random...
playlist from last night, so whatever you think we were listening to.
Blame it on the juice.
Anyway, the music is like, sort of beaming and bopping, and there's like almost like a collective groan from all the rooms, like almost in concert. Almost in concert, you just hear of just 19 people all waking up at once.
Yes.
I definitely like it.
In the room in front of you, the two Zargs awkwardly entwined on the bed slowly open their eyes, and then they lock eyes. And there's sort of like a momentary look of absolute terror on their faces as they kind of just pull away from one another.
Well, should have thought about that.
Yes, do not worry.
Blame it on the
I'll
juice.
say, booming, like standing over them.
Do not worry, for we are all waking up similarly today. But rise and shine.
And they're like,
No, it's worse.
they're the two on the bed, like they're looking frantically around. They're, oh, thank God, Harry's not here. Oh, he told us no one to shag on his bed. He specifically asked for no one to shag on his bed.
Okay. Yes.
Already, you can sort of see like people, and Z now as well is aware of this phenomenon of this sort of the Omni Hall of all the rooms opening into one another in a big long stretch, and you can sort of see like people peeking down through doors, sometimes like through doors, all the way down.
Yes, come now, everyone. Come now. Time to make sense of what's happened.
Slowly, Clan Zarg begins sort of converging upon your location as this music still just blares in everyone's speakers. All just sort of like squinting, rubbing their heads as a couple of them have just like literally just grabbed off the bedside table like a bottle of booze, and they're just slowly, carefully glugging at it, trying to sort of hear the dog things away.
Good luck.
Two of them who the night before you did sort of almost take note that they didn't seem to be getting into the spirit of things as much, and they didn't even seem to really drink all that much.
Right.
And right now it's sort of dawning upon the both of you that actually they do look like a lot younger than the rest of them, and that perhaps they're actually just children, is why they weren't really drinking. Those two, bored looking. Most of the Clan Z are walking around in underpants or their robes. There's at least another couple sort of with water wings and flippers and other sort of aquatic swimming gear, much like Cleo's.
Right.
But they're the two children fully dressed and sullenly in their clothes with playing video games, it looks like.
Now, right. I have a very important task item to bring up. And then, I think I can pass it over to Cleo. Now, first of all, no one here saw me hanging out with a robot named Z last night.
All of a sudden, the twins, the two women with the flat top you flew with the other day, both like, go, yeah, Z twins, and yell out. Half of Clan Zarg like tittering, laughing a little bit.
Yes, glad to see we all agree that did not happen. Okay.
And just
Over to you, Cleo.
and I start typing away.
And then Cleo's gonna immediately be like, well, we got this picture of Z and Z right here that we've been...
Nope.
And Trevor was just like probably like, oh, that's not the only one.
Send all original
Excuse
copies
me,
of
Trevor.
the picture to me. I will look after them. Yes.
Yeah, what you got, Trevor? What you got?
Wait, have you not seen the other Z's blog?
What are you talking about?
What?
He kept telling all of us to go to his website.
Bloody show off. What's he got on his website?
And I'll quickly bring it up.
A lot.
And it's mostly pictures of the two of you.
Okay, what pictures?
There's a lot of just sort of like the two of you. It seemed as though you had linked arms the entire time you were at Belgo's Funhouse. You do catch sort of more snippets of things going on. In the background of some of these photos, you can see Cleo picking up the gumball machine, for example.
Yes, Cleo.
And you can see there's a lot of like sort of photo bombing from various members of Clan Zarg as well, where like Cleo's running around in the background with Harris perched, sort of riding on her shoulders. And then there's one photo
Harris can't stay away.
of Cleo
Jeez.
falling, looking like she's about to smack her head on one of those hexagonal tables, trying to ride upon the shoulders of Harris.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This is great. This is great. We can make all of
We
these
should-
pictures, though. I'm looking forward to this.
Just like in the
But,
Hangover at the end where
most
you get to see the
interestingly-
pictures.
Or most useful, perhaps. One of the pictures shows in much more detail, still very blurry and confusing, and his face looks wrong. Like there's something going on there. Herodotus, you can see him. He's still playing that ball game on the table. And it looks as though he's just been doing it all night, but you actually get like a clear look at him this time.
Enhance.
One of the photos. So you know at least he was with you at Belgo's Funhouse.
Well, that proves it.
So yeah, I guess I'll call Z again. Like,
So, you've decided to share everything.
What do you mean, Z?
Well, I'm on your blog right now, and it seems that you can't keep anything sacred.
LOL. You like?
No, I don't like. I don't want to see everything
like.
online all the time. What are you doing?
Which ones do you like?
Oh.
Right. Where are you?
I'm at home. LOL. Still defragging.
What do you think we should be doing here, Cleo?
I think we need to go to the fun house.
Right. All right.
For breakfast.
See you at the... Does the funhouse do breakfast?
LOL. Maybe.
All right.
I don't know why that cracks me up so much.
All right.
That's fucking killing me.
See you there then, Z1.
LOL. You like? This is like talking with a guy in a chat room.
I know.
Like 1999, and
I
you're
feel
like,
awkward.
ASL.
I feel awkward
You
doing
like?
this.
That is exactly the character of Z1, I think. Like
ASL.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's like 90s, early 2000s chat room dude.
He is, though. I am so excited about this. Like, I just feel like we are living it right now. We are living the dream. We're going to the fun house to have, probably old pizza
Yep.
and gum. Because,
Well, I want to delete all of this.
Oh, so that's the entire reason you want to meet up with Z?
Yes, I don't want fucking pictures of me hanging out with on the internet.
All right. Cleo, are we going on?
Like, Tay, do you want to go alone, or do we want to take Clan Zarg with us, or like is?
I figure we would say, like, let's go, and then
Yeah.
be like,
All right,
who's
yeah,
coming?
Yeah.
Just for
No,
reference,
we're not bringing
like,
them all.
a lot of them are crowded into this room. Bunch of them have like sat their greasy asses onto Herodotus's
Wait.
bed.
Greasy ass.
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're not that greasy. I'm just trying to imagine how Herodotus would see it. And then there's still more of them sort of lingering in the doorways. And there's quite a few of them have just sort of like turned towards the walls to vomit into whatever vessel they can get their hands on. A lot of them are in a
Jesus.
bad way. They've all like tried to go drink for drink with Cleo, and they're humans, so they really haven't managed it. A lot of them.
Cleo and Z are eyeing this whole scenario, and then Cleo is gonna say, well, maybe some of you ought to stay here.
And they're sort of like, like looking around. There's the two had been sleeping on Herodotus' bed, trying to like scramble to get all their clothes back on.
Jesus.
We'll come, right? Yes, Zach.
Wow, seems like you two have a lot to work out today as well.
We gotta do that at the fun house.
I'll be keenly watching your storyline in the background progress.
And then another member of Clan Z steps up, and she's not looking particularly hungover at all. I'll come as well.
Right, well, what's your angle?
Oh, who's this?
Sick of looking at some of these people, glaring over at Harris.
Is this the teenager?
Not the teenager, but it is Harris's daughter. You remember from the earlier part of the night.
Oh my god, she wants to come to the
All right,
funhouse.
yes, I hear they've got plenty of arcade games suitable for, well, all right.
The teenagers
Whatever
have
you
already realized that none of this has anything to do with them, and they've wandered off into another room to play their video games.
Right.
Fair.
Well,
Fair. We're gonna leave
all right.
everybody
I'll
else here
dial.
to be sick.
I'll dial Boris.
Boris.
Yes.
Boris. Cleo. Ask for Boris.
Boris. Hello. Hey. Hello. Hey.
And finally, that sort of actually, Boris looked at the spaceport.
Yeah.
So you're calling him?
Yeah. Because he said, call me anytime
Yeah.
you need a ride around the town.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
This
We
is
need
true.
to ride around the town, so we're calling Boris.
Okay.
That's who.
So,
that's our guy.
It takes a while, but eventually the phone's picked up. It's like, yes.
Boris.
Boris. Hey.
Ah, we're
Boris.
friends from afar.
Boris, you remember
Yes,
us?
Boris.
I remember you, my friends from afar.
Oh hell! See, I told you.
Yes, well,
I told
Boris.
you. Remember us, Boris. How you doing, boy?
It's my day off. I'm going.
No,
What?
Boris, you ain't doing.
Boris, we need a ride to
What? I fucking just.
we need a ride to Belagos Funhouse.
Oh, I'm just picking up things by the road, but okay.
Well,
Wait, you doing what? What, Boris? What do you
Oh,
got?
it's
What are you
great.
picking up?
People throw things out of the car.
Like what kind of things?
Anything.
Bring that.
I'll bring
we'll
my
do some
things.
of that too. If you see anything while you're coming over here on the way, just get it. I'll bring my bucket. I've been picking things up too all morning. I got a couple new things. I'll show them to you. Wait, when you get here, I'll show you what I got. You show me what you got. Maybe do trade.
Okay, I will come quickly.
All right.
Trading
all right.
cards in the future. Just shit you find on the ground.
All right, so Boris
This shit came out
is
of
sort of
Dr.
working
Z.
his way towards the hotel, hopefully. Let's just take a quick break and have a word for one of our peers or sponsors. So anyway, I feel like you've made your way. You make your way downstairs,
Downtown.
down into the great big elevator. Like this time, it's so great that there's sofas in it because it's a comfortable ride. It only takes a minute, but still, it's a comfortable ride downstairs. It's just the two of you along with the three members of Clan Zarg. None of their names you really know or remember, but one of them was the engineer who filled in the cracks in the exploding space station, and the other is the captain, Harris's daughter, who was giving him and Cleo evil eyes earlier in the night.
But
last
Harris
night.
did not come. The engineer is not Harris. No.
No, the engineer's not Harris.
Phrasing.
Harris didn't
Phrasing,
come.
Taylor.
Okay. Well, if he'd been with me. No.
Harris was one of the ones who was very, very pale and vomiting every so often.
That's how I like
He had a trash can under one arm that he'd brought with him from his room.
That's so sad.
And you do have vague memories of kind of peer pressuring him into drinking a lot.
Probably did. And then I probably wasn't that impressed when I saw that he couldn't handle it. Couldn't hang. Maybe now I'm gonna be friends with his kid instead.
Couldn't even carry you on his shoulders.
Yeah, I know. Like, what was I thinking? I know what I mean.
But as you make your way downstairs,
Making your way downstairs, walking slow, feeling bad.
the concierge just pops up. It's like, oh, the doctor and Cleo, of course. I trust your night was, and morning, was restful?
Actually,
Yes.
it's Lady deCap.
Apologies, my lady, apologies.
Really? Jesus, this place.
Are the rooms still to your liking? I know the Commodore did insist rather sternly that we leave you be till as late as possible, but I really must inquire upon their state. We do prefer that our guests live in the utmost pleasant conditions, and we'd happily send a cleaning staff up at the earliest convenience.
I think
Yes,
we
I think
should do
tomorrow should be
that.
fine.
Nah, I think that.
Now?
Yeah, I think they need that right now. I think that.
Right. Yes,
need
but
that
I
right
will
now.
say this. If one
I know.
of the color-coordinated gumball prizes is touched and moved out of place, I shall be having words with the manager.
Make sure you set that machine back up how it belongs. Thank you.
He's looking very confused at that, but you can see he is writing down notes regardless.
All right, well,
Like mouthing the words like, well,
yes, gumball.
Yeah, gumball.
All
Gumball.
right. Now, there's Boris here. We've already organized transport.
oh yes, that. Seem like looking out towards the door, and you can see Boris
Uh-oh.
standing there in the doorway. The security guards looking as though they're like on the verge of like stopping him from taking another step in. He's wearing like a very big, oversized, brown, fluffy kind of jumper thing. He's not looking particularly well mannered, well dressed, or well bathed.
I immediately walk away from the concierge then and be like,
Ah, Boris, welcome. How did you find it? How's traffic?
The traffic is terrible.
Yes, well, I suppose it's one of them days, isn't it?
Before I.
Oh, yes. Well, it's just after work time after all.
What time is it?
Uh-oh.
It's 16.
Yes, makes sense. Right. Shotgun.
So Boris sort of, like gleefully sort of like turns and sort of strides out. You can see this weird sort of brown jumper thing. It's got kind of like a little sort of cape attached to it as well. There's also sort of this weird fluffy brown material. His mufti clothes are a bit confusing compared to his uniform.
Before I come out, I'm gonna ask the concierge, you got a trash can back there?
We prefer to have our refuse immediately removed from the premise.
You got a bag?
You can place your refuse anywhere. It will be immediately dealt with.
You got a container?
Right. Not for refuse then. One moment.
Like an
He
ice
sort
bucket?
of scurries off sort of behind
Champagne bowl?
his desk, and eventually he comes out with something, and it's just like one of those champagne ice buckets.
All right, thanks.
This will do, Lady Cleo.
Yeah, that'll do real good. Thanks. Thank you kindly.
Very good.
I'm gonna bring that out to the car.
Have a pleasant day. Oh, hi.
Boris, what do you got, baby? Here, I brought mine out. I got a container in case we find some more. Like, if you see anything real good, maybe we're gonna pull over. Maybe we'll pull over and...
Oh, yes. Oh, there was one thing. It was too big for me to carry my own. I thought perhaps you might help me, Cleo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Boris, yes.
My vehicle is here.
And you sort of turn. There's like
Oh, that's a
a
beaut.
very ramshackle looking speeder.
Look at that thing.
It's,
Cleo's gonna walk
it's
around
basically
it and
like
tap
a pickup truck, a utility vehicle with a great big open
Wow.
open wagon back section, and it's just full of junk. There's all sorts of sort of spare parts and trash and stuff thrown in there. There's what looks like, perhaps some sort of like it might be like a food replicator, just like strapped on with some stretchy hooky bungee cords.
Oh, Boris, this is a rig right here. This is a hell of a rig. Look at all this stuff you got.
It does have 3 seats, but they're all in a row at the
yeah.
front.
Exactly. Oh, well, looks just perfect. You wanted shotguns, Z. Look, we all get shotguns. Shotguns for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That totally makes shotgun more fun. Wow.
Oh, no. No. They confiscated the shotgun long ago.
Boris, I know you. You are an individual with things. I ain't worried about it at all. We're gonna fit into here real good. We got all of our things. I got my container. If you find anything,
Climb on in. I'll show you the thing I found, and tell me where you need to go.
well, this is a pretty important mission because.
So he throws open one door, sort of like gleefully trying to herd you both into the seats, much like he did at the spaceport.
Z, you want middle shotgun or sidearm shotgun?
I think at this point it might be better if I just sit in the back.
with the shit. Z, you want me to lift you up in there, baby? Can you get in there?
Perfectly fine. I'll get in there.
You just gonna zoop up there? You hold on to that bungee cord now, you hear?
Yep.
If we hit a bump, you're gonna get lifted.
I'll strap in.
You better make sure that bungee cord don't cut you in half. All right, Boris, looks like it's just you and me. We get shotgun. We're the shotgun. The armada, the whole thing. We're the bullet and the shotgun. Come on in.
This way.
And much like how he drove the little golf cart, he just suddenly just reels the thing around, just flooring the accelerator as
he whips in the wind.
and it just sort of whips around, just drifting, and then just shooting off down the road.
Oh, Boris, this is it. This thing handles like a dream.
He's definitely driving over the speed limit because
What speed limit?
there's a lot of people panickingly pulling their speeders over out of the way. There's a lot of tooting of horns
We don't know about
as he
that.
whisks off up the street, sort of almost leaving a dust cloud because it's quite a dirty vehicle.
I'm about it.
Even though the streets in this part of town are very clean, immaculately clean.
Well, I dumped my things into my champagne bowl.
Can we find out what he's got to show you, though, Cleo? I'm so excited to see what he's got to show you.
Well, I've dumped mine in there, so I'm showing him mine. All right, Boris, here's what I got, but what do you got?
I'll show you the best thing. The thing I just most recently found that I need your help to acquire.
The best thing. Okay, well, take
Yes.
me right to that.
And he's sort of skidding about, the tail end of the speeder wobbling as he is on the verge of overturning a lot of the time. It's not loaded particularly evenly in the back. But after a while, you sort of driving down the road, and eventually you sort of get out of the nice, coiffured part of town. There's suddenly less parks, less greenery. Quite nice, but it's all just sort of residential for clearly for sort of middle class kind of people. He suddenly turns and skids, just nicking with sparks the edge of a wall. He turns into an alleyway and pulls over, and you can see up ahead that leaning against a dumpster is just the biggest missile you've ever seen.
What? What the fuck?
It's a rocket. It's
Some Joe Dirt
big-
shit right now.
big fuck
This
off
is my
rocket
This is my meteor.
leaning against a dumpster.
It's just you and me, meteor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Wow, Boris, what? How did you even find this?
Oh, I look everywhere.
Wow,
Thought of my hobby.
I feel that. I mean, this is my hobby too, is the thing. I mean, all I've found recently is just in this bowl here. I mean, I'm not sure what any of it is. I know that one's a rock. You know, I got some other things, but, you know, maybe you can look through and see what you think, but...
He's sort of looking into this, his eyes sort of widen. He's he picks up the seed and he's like,
This one?
You want that, Boris?
I will trade this for the rocket.
Oh,
You
well-
want it, Cleo, yes?
Oh, well, hell
You like
yeah.
rockets?
Hell yeah. Hell.
Done!
and he pockets the seed and grabs you by the paw and starts shaking it. He's like,
Let's get your rocket in the back then. Where do you want to go after?
Oh, well, we are going to... Z, tell him we're going to the fun house.
We need
And
to
he
go
sort of-
to Belgo's Funhouse.
Bale
Not as fun
goes.
as Benjamin's, of course. Have you ever
Bale.
applied to Belgo's?
I'm sure I can find the place. They have such lovely refuse.
But because he's told us before that he's applied to Benjamin's, So I want to know,
Have you ever applied to Belgo's Funhouse as well, or are you true and truer Benjamin's fanboy like myself?
Is this a loaded
Oh, no.
question?
Belgos don't need any sort of entertainers. They're not that kind of place.
what type of place is Belgo's?
Oh my god, what are we about?
Well, you've never been?
Well, we...
Boris is like, he's awkwardly trying to lift up the giant missile. You can see he's getting absolutely nowhere with it. He can sort of budge it.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out and help him.
While they're talking, doing that, I'll say,
We've kind of been to Belgo's, but also we're not allowed to talk about our experience at Belgo's, so I'd just like to hear from you what you think Belgo's is.
Oh, yes. It sounds like you have been to Belgos.
Oh no.
Well, I can't confirm or deny the fact that we have been to Belgo's.
Belgos.
We've been to
Belgos
Belgos.
is a 24-hour establishment.
Right, so they do breakfasts.
Oh, good. Well,
Belgos pancakes are the best.
well then. Oh no, that's
Well,
a fucking.
are you
strip
interested
club.
in getting some pancakes? Because that's what we're off to go do right now.
Boris, we're buying. Buy you some pancakes.
You had me at Belgos.
Right,
Oh my
now,
god, what did we do with?
Can we get one
the
step
Clan
closer
Zarg
to finding
people?
out what Belgo's is?
Belgos. They have hex ball.
Okay, yes. Classic sports.
They have prizes.
Prizes, good prizes, bad prizes.
They have happy dancers.
Oh, I knew it. Damn it.
Okay, happy dancers, yes. What else have they got?
Breakfast buffet.
That's my favorite
Excellent,
kind.
well.
The ones that have breakfast buffet.
That's what we're doing. Anything off menu that you think you didn't want to tell us that Belgo's did, but maybe now you'll let us know?
Sometimes the happy dancers take you to the rooms.
Boris, you know a lot about this.
Okay, yes. Well,
Anything good?
For a
any good
moment
trash in
there.
those rooms?
for a moment there, Boris, I thought you were going to say that Belgo's also did some, illegal death night, fight night type things. But no, I'm glad you didn't say that. It's just, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that. See that nobody's doing that anymore.
Death fight nights? No, of
That's
course
not-
not. We wouldn't.
That's
We
not.
wouldn't
a
have
thing.
gone to a death
That's
fight
not-
night, would we?
No. You've got to get on the space bus to Earth if you want any of that.
Brilliant.
New Terra outlawed it long ago.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so nothing to fear then. We're completely safe going there for breakfast.
Yes, I think you are safe.
Excellent.
Wait, who's you? Is it both of us? Dick?
It's sort of like looking at Cleo. And it's like, and he's sort of like looks Cleo up and down. It's like,
Well, it's just things are a little bit strained with beer people.
Oh, now see, Boris. Now I'm glad that you said something. Don't worry none about this, because You know what? It's a long story. Wrapped in a long story, attached to a long story. There's a couple long stories here, but now you don't got to worry about it because we got papers.
I'm sure it's fine.
It'll be all right. It'll be right.
Just you don't have weapons, no?
Well, we should love to get some. Boris, have you got any connections?
I'll hold on to the rocket while you go in.
Oh, now see,
Boris.
that's a great idea. Well, we'll see.
We would love to get our hands on some guns, or blades, or scalpels, or sharp objects, or anything that could cause harm or surgery.
that's the point. I mean, how equipped did you guys make yourselves before leaving? I feel like I whisked you downstairs without actually asking.
I think
I
we're
feel like we didn't get that ready, but we probably got close. Well, I'm still wearing
got-
that
you got
stupid
your-
shirt.
I'm in
You got
the
your basic gear?
I'm in the honey boy, so I've got my basic blade.
I
I don't have the shotgun, but I got a blade.
I don't think I actually have anything.
You've attached your limbs. You've got your communicator and your blade and your interface and so
Yeah.
forth.
I didn't do that. I'm wearing the shirt and the inflatable.
Though I think since talking about how I can just manipulate the honey jelly to do the interface communicating stuff now, I think I'm slowly like getting rid of mechanical parts and just falling more in love with like just synthetic jelly stuff. But I've still got the blade. Yeah, for sure.
I don't have shit.
You got your bucket.
I'm wearing
You could
a
you could
shirt.
like sort of eventually dispense of as much technology as possible and just have like little units floating in the honey that you can pop out to the surface.
Yeah, I like the idea of just eventually being like a gelatinous thing.
Well,
Fighting with fucking tendrils of honey.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Yeah, I'm.
Dr. Z, use Jelly Lash.
Yeah,
It hurt itself in its confusion.
yeah.
It is not very effective.
Why do I have this shit memorized? Fuck.
It's because it's like it would like painstakingly often these messages would keep
I
coming
played
out. Like, that
too
game
hard.
is quite verbose and quite slow.
Yeah, it did take like 3 days to get through single battle, especially when you were like walking through grass because you had to, and then something would get you, and you were so
The worst is when
pissed.
you're like doing an actual fight with another person. You've both got your full set of Pokemon and potions and healing abilities. It just goes on and on for fucking ever.
Oh no, Pidgeotto, the fights.
All right then.
That's it.
Well then, let's move things along. Boris, skidding around through the city again, eventually brings you up to Belgo's Funhouse, and it's on a street. The street sort of seems to be kind of nightclubs, bars, restaurants, that sort of thing. They're all closed right now,
Now Belgo's.
but Belgo's is open.
Wow,
And it's got
because
like
it's
a sort of
a nice
got like
establishment, right?
got a flickering neon light saying Belgo's Funhouse.
Forever. Even when you don't really want it. Come on in.
And it's like, it looks like it's quite a big place though.
Wow, okay.
Boris sort of pulls over, like doing this little skiddy, drifty parallel part. The rocket in the back of his thing, sort of like bouncing about. It's bungee corded,
Yeah,
bungee
well, that's fine.
down.
That's fine.
But it is sort of rocking about. The tip of it, sort of tapping on the bottom of the truck every now and then.
Hitting Dr. Z.
Hopefully the thing's not live. I mean,
Well, you
maybe
know
hopefully
what?
it is
If you
live.
gotta transport a nuke, like, what better way? You know? I think rattling up the inside's probably really good, like, keeping it fresh. So it doesn't solidify.
And as you sort of pull up, like, he's like getting ready to get out, and then he sort of looks back at his at his wagon and realizes, like,
Oh, I can't leave my things. Could you bring some pancakes out?
Hell yeah,
Well,
boys.
yes, we can
hell
bring
yeah.
pancakes out to you. Would you like coffee with those pancakes?
The doctor said not to have any more coffee.
Oh, well.
I'm a doctor.
You want a beer instead? Or,
Yes. We'll
well,
bring you a
Dr. Z
beer
says
or
you can has it.
a shot of vodka, something else then.
Oh, I have the coffee, if you are a doctor.
Wait, we're gonna kill
Oh
him.
no, I don't want to hurt Boris.
All
We'll
right,
bring you a
we'll
beer.
find you something. We'll find
We'll
you
get
something.
you something, yes.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry none.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Cleo. I will watch your rocket.
Thank you. I'll leave the bowl in here. You can have a look at these other things. See if you recognize anything.
sort of looking in there and speaking away, and the key in particular is sort of drawing his interest. He's turning it this way and that, not really quite sure what the hell it is.
You think on that. And I'm gonna get out of the vehicle and.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out as well. What happened to the Zargians?
I know. I fucking think we forgot them at the place.
Did we leave them behind at the hotel?
I feel like we did though because he said there's room.
Yeah, I mean, we've all forgotten about them. So you forgot about them and left them behind.
Well,
Jesus, like
that's what kind of day it is.
Sometimes I'm bad with those trailing NPCs.
No, it's all right.
And
We left them
there's
behind.
there's no way in hell they're with you.
We all
they,
did
they
it.
must be like walking around the lobby like, where the fuck did those guys go?
Well, it seems like us.
Cut back to the lobby, and
I like it.
Zach the engineer, with still looking very, very awkward with the Zarg woman. Neither of them not really making eye contact anymore, just sort of grumpily like standing there.
Okay, wow.
Harris's daughter sort of pacing back and forth, like,
I don't think they're here.
Well, to be honest, this just doesn't really sound like something I wanted to bring with me anyway.
Bloody went without us.
Yes, we did. Bye.
I was just about to try and make good with that Cleo. Hate her.
No shit.
cutting back to you guys.
God damn it. I
Yeah.
can't have anything nice. I'll bring something. I'm gonna bring pancakes back for her.
You all step into Belgo's, or the two of you step into Belgo's. Boris Sort of, like watching and nodding away as he's like still turning the key this way and that. So you step into Belgos. As soon as you get through the door, you see this place has got excellent soundproofing because the door sort of open and you can just suddenly hear this deep, bassy music just sort of thudding and thudding as you step in. And the door immediately opens to stairs going down.
Okay, yeah.
Is there any type of reception?
There's no kind of type of reception. There's like a little sort of bench where clearly a security officer normally sits, but there's no one there now.
I am feeling pretty good about this.
All right. Well, I'll start looking around, and from now on, I'm just trying to notice things if I can remember them, and walk down looking for pancakes.
All right. So as you sort of head down, there's this strong smell of like basically just stale sweat and spilt alcohol. The main smell as you go down. The floor is a little bit sticky and all that. But as you get down, you sort of see there's lights and stuff and the music gets loud and you come in and you immediately come in. There's a great big long bar. There's a sort of a dance floor off to one side, which is underlit.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
At the moment, there's changing squares happening on it.
Okay.
And lots of little sort of lasers and stuff. There's a laser show and like dry ice pumping every now and then. This dance floor is, it's all sort of decked out with all the goodies. The music pumping. Literally no one there on it dancing.
Well, yes, they must all be eating breakfast as well.
Behind the bar, there's a synthetic whirring back and forth along the bar, like polishing up glasses.
All right, walk over to the bar then.
And off to one side as well, there's just a bunch of like dining tables. And then finally the smell does hit you and you do smell pancakes. And there's another synthetic over there constantly flipping pancakes.
Well, I stop at the bar, look back over at the table and all the pancakes, and I say,
I'll be back later, I think. Pancakes first.
and then walk back over to the tables.
Buffet is free if you buy 200 Belgos tokens.
Well, what's a Belgos token worth?
Oh, Belgos token is only 1.1 credits.
Wait, so how much could I just buy the breakfast by itself?
Oh, that's
Oh,
not...
no. We're not a restaurant.
Oh my
Right.
god.
How can I win tokens?
Oh, no. The one token. When you win a token, those... I have to... Sorry.
And he like puts down his pancake flipping device. Or it like folds it back into a normal hand, maybe.
Yeah.
And they say,
No. When you win a token, those tokens are purple. But when you buy a token, those are the yellow tokens. And you need to have the yellow tokens if you want the breakfast buffet.
Hold on.
Right.
Are you trying to say this breakfast is like $200?
Well, no, you still you use the tokens. Maybe you even win lots of the purple tokens, but...
The breakfast is free if we have 200 yellow tokens.
Yes. You just need 200 tokens and the breakfast is free.
Okay. Cleo, check your pockets. No, wait, you're not wearing anything still.
Still, you're still naked. I thought maybe we still had some tokens from last night. Bugger.
I mean, you might have done. You didn't search the entire hotel, but
we didn't look.
All right. I love
No.
tokens. You're in luck.
And I'll go over and purchase 400 tokens for me, myself, and Cleo.
And it's all you can eat,
very
right?
good. So that's 440 credits. You want to remove that?
Wait,
from
who's
your,
got money? Actually, I don't have any money, do I?
Well,
No, you've still got the money you originally
but
had.
aren't you kitted out? So you probably have your money with you that you already...
No, because I spent all my money repairing.
How much money? Oh, you've got zero.
I'm on
credits.
0 credits. 'cause I repaired.
Wait. Can I...
What are we
Cleo
waiting
does
for?
have money.
But can
Cleo
I like just use my communicator like an Apple phone, like an Apple Watch to like tap?
I know no one, because this is like an interplanetary society, so no one trusts that kind of shit.
Oh my god, we don't have any money. Well,
It's everything's gone backwards because like suddenly no. That's the reason why there's no like money currency. Like it's literally fuel. That's the standard of trade because it's the only thing that people won't fuck you with.
okay, I have an idea.
Yes.
This is like an entertainment venue, right? What if we danced for it?
We're getting so far
What
away from solving the mystery.
what if
I
we
mean,
just
even
do this
even
for the
recognizing that
breakfast?
there is a mystery.
We've got 100,000 credits. We just need to use some of it.
We don't have it right now, though.
Well, we need to find that. But you got money, right?
Actually, I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
this is a call. This is a call to action now, because now you guys are sort of thinking like Z's got like no money. Cleo hasn't brought her money with her, and suddenly thoughts turn to Herodotus, who's got all of your money and is conspicuously missing from the hotel. And suddenly, like a sort of a flash is coming to you, and you do remember that while you were out, heading out of the hotel, and Herodotus was, saying under no certain terms that that any of you should be disturbed in the morning because you were going to hit the town. He was going to show you guys the wonders of the human empire and the most bright and beautiful delights that the city has to offer. And in one hand, he was holding the suitcase with 100,000 credits in it.
I call Z1.
LOL. Hello, my twin.
LOL.
No, we don't need to do that anymore. Where are you?
I'm just outside.
Well, come inside, you fool. Why would you wait outside?
Why is he out there?
LOL, you here?
No, I'm just telling you to go inside for no reason. What do you think?
Coming.
He hangs up.
You hear? OMW.
You here? You there?
Yeah.
Eventually, out he comes, and he's quite small. He's only about sort of 5 foot tall. This skinny, tiny, very sort of jointed synthetic. Got like a long kind of beaky head.
Do you have the pictures on you?
I have the pictures in me. LOL.
LOL.
Alright, come.
Little buddy.
Come here.
He walks up and like is going in for a hug.
All right, I go in for the hug and I go for a hack at the same time.
You've just rolled a 20.
Oh no.
So it's a 15 plus 5.
It's a 20. So you hack into him. Are you literally just looking for the photos?
Oh, you know what I want. Where are the photos?
Okay, he's going to try and hide them.
Well.
Fuck. Oh shit! I've rolled a 24.
God damn it.
LOL.
LOL.
Every time you just think you've found the photos
You
and
don't.
delete them, you can see in his system log that they have been duplicated somewhere else.
All right, so I disconnect and I say,
Yes, well, this isn't over. Right. Now, breakfast. You're paying.
You're so funny, Z-Twin. You've never been able to out-hack me.
Right.
I feel a little tinge in my energy blade in my arm. I just subdue it and say,
Do you know where Harry put the suitcase?
Harry. Oh, the human one.
Harry, the human. Yes, alliteration.
LOL. Harry human. Harry the human. Oh, he had that case, yes.
yes, where did the case go?
This is my favorite character now.
Oh, he was sitting on the case, LOL.
LOL.
Funny human.
Where was he sitting on the case, Z? 1.
Oh, many places.
He's like, he's sort of going up to the bar, like,
Yeah, tokens, breakfast. No, not me. I don't. LOL.
and eventually he gets the requisite tokens.
Well, he was standing on it when he was playing the hex ball.
Yes.
He was sitting on it in the private dance rooms.
Yes.
And he was sitting on it here, eating eggs.
Right.
Those were the main places, LOL.
And like takes you guys and he's raising his little mechanical eyebrows, the pancake flipper as he's like sort of showing off the tokens. And so you guys are like he's sort of doing a head count. Like, okay, obviously like the synthetic's not going to eat anything, so that's a quick count. There's over 400 tokens there, so I guess the organics can eat then.
All right, I rolled a perception, but I only rolled a 10. I just wanted to look around for any sign of Harry's suitcase.
All right, well, you've only rolled a 10.
I know.
But there doesn't seem to be really any sign of Harry's suitcase. Although, I mean, from Z1's description, it sounds as though Harry was being pretty protective of the thing, even in his inebriated state.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
Is this all you can eat?
It's a buffet, isn't it? And like you've got to spend like 220 credits to be able to eat it. So like they just shovel it in. That's why he's just there like flipping pancakes.
Cool, just wondering.
Right. I'll start assimilating stuff into the body.
So it's just a big old breakfast buffet. It's not nothing special. They got obviously like loads and loads of bacon analog. It's not made from pork because swine never made it to New Terra.
Or
salty protein product that's grown in a lab, more likely. There's some sort of scrambled eggs type stuff, which probably what Herodotus was eating the night before, and pancakes. Just so many pancakes.
so I'm gonna get some pancakes.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like the guy's gonna stack them up and I'm gonna ask him for another helping. I'm gonna get like a couple loads. Like the guy's gonna put them on and I'm gonna be like, nah. Dude, keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Keep putting them on. Keep
loading pancakes. It's getting comical now.
Like I'm not
like
even gonna have a plate. I'm just gonna get a tray.
This looks like the serving suggestion on the packet.
Yeah. Well,
not just a stack. It's like
Yeah.
a stack that's collapsed and then become a new stack on top and then collapsed again.
yeah.
Oh,
Family
And then
size.
finally
Economy.
there's the stack on
Oh,
top
no.
of like this kind of a pyramid of pancakes.
Yeah. Army ration it. And I'm gonna take that over to a seating zone. And I'm gonna start doing it to these pancakes. Like I'm laying into them. This is gonna heal me. And I would like to suggest something. As I eat the pancakes, I would like to roll a perception, and I would like to submit an idea for your consideration that I am somehow better at thinking after I've eaten.
The new asking
What
for
you're like
advantage.
shoveling in pancakes. Well, give me a perception roll.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to like throw that by you with that flavor.
I
and
will
see.
I will consider the
Cool. Well, doesn't matter what you
Oh,
think.
you
It's an
didn't need
18.
it.
But that's because the pancakes did help me. So.
That's heart of the cards right there.
it
as
is-
Cleo is shoveling in pancakes and Dr. Z is just sort of assimilating. I mean, I'm just imagining like sort of syrup and ketchup.
Pretty much.
That's what he's having.
Yeah.
Syrup in one end, ketchup in the other.
Yeah.
That's the one thing they do have is a lot of condiment bottles.
Perfect.
That's
Love it.
weird. That's a weird thing to say.
Condiment bottles.
I don't know. Why so many?
Because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh.
You need all the
Okay.
condiments.
I don't know. It just seemed like, I don't know.
Cleo sort of, like once she's got that first need met, she's not really, not even like sort of enjoying the pancakes. She's just like ravenously
Jeez.
devouring them.
That's okay. That's
And her eyes and her mind turn to other things as she's looking about.
synthesization.
And she can see, once you get sort of out of the seating area, there's a sort of like a more of a loungy, smoking, drinking kind of area with sort of low sofas and so on. And there's a door, and there's a face looking out that door, like wide-eyed, watching the two of you. And the moment that the person in the door spots Cleo seeing her, the door slams closed.
Dr. Z. Dr. Z. Z.
I was just waiting for one more.
Oh.
Sorry. I was
I was looking
We've
at your mouth.
become too self-aware about the joke
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Now
I
it's
was-
how long do you wait?
I was
yeah, I was
looking at
just
your
waiting it
mouth
out.
and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Is it
no,
dead?
because I was eating pancakes. And so I was just waiting out the joke. Sorry.
You were doing like this though.
Yeah, because I was trying to get the
Yeah.
I get the pancake munching noise.
exactly. Yeah.
But in your case, it'd be more of like a,
I realize that now.
That didn't even
and then like
look-
maybe a little, like noise of like the sort of grindy, like what you've got whatever you've got for a mouth under there,
Yes.
just like disintegrating it.
That
yes, I
is-
realize that now.
Dr. Z. Dr. Z. Z.
Yes.
Z.
Yes, Cleo.
Dr. Z, did you say that?
No, I did not see anything other than these pancakes, and other than that very highly annoying and small synthetic over there.
Did you see that face?
Z1.
And Z, in the meantime, is just sitting there, like gleefully watching the two of you devour your pancakes. You catch him every now and then, looking like he's about to try and snap another selfie of the two of you.
Oh my
But then, like every
God.
time you see me, he's like, "LOL."
LOL. Did you see that face?
What face, Cleo?
Over there, in the behind. Somebody looked out behind that door. They seen me. They seen me. And they
LOL. Those are the private rooms.
The private rooms. Were we in those private rooms last night, Z1?
What do you know about that, little Z?
You were in those private rooms a lot last night, Z.
God, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? We was in there? Us. Wait.
Herodotus went in there and sat on his case. And human ladies sat on him.
Hold my pancakes.
And he brought you, Z, but he wouldn't let me in.
Well, I can understand why. You're very annoying.
Okay, I'm gonna push my pancakes over to you, and I would like you to store them inside yourself.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like a stack of pancakes is sort of like
Floating.
Like a lot, though.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
a
them.
big one.
Yeah,
being
it
like
is.
sort of vacuum sealed back into a
Yeah.
stack. It's just sort of kept
Excellent,
tidily, like
excellent.
ordering them by size.
color ordered as well.
Excellent.
You can see the pancakes like shuffling back into better order.
Maybe this is how we need to do it from now on. But I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna walk over to the pancake guy, get one more. And by one, I mean like a handful. Just to like eat on the go.
Really bored and like, is this my life? The pancake dude flips them into your outstretched paw until you say when.
Yeah, and I'm gonna head over to that door. And I'm gonna be eating these while I go.
Nice.
Alrighty, so munching on pancakes and walking over to the door. Z1 is like very curious because he wasn't never allowed in there the night before, and like he's feeling like a little bit put out to be separated from his Z twin. So he's quite excited as well to have a look inside. You easily get up to the door. How are you going to approach this?
I'm gonna send him in. All right,
One of the Z's.
Lil Z. Now's your chance. Now you didn't get to do this last night, and that was wrong. But you get to do it today. So now here's a pancake for you. I'm gonna fold one half-eaten pancake shred into his like little hand.
Takes it and kind of like looks at it, really confused as to what the hell to do with
And
it.
I'm gonna be like, don't worry about it now. Just don't worry about it now. Don't worry about it. Now just
Hand sort of slowly going down, still clutching the pancake.
I'm just like, now just go on in there and see what there is to see. You feed
And
it
then
back.
like
to us.
he sort of lights up, little spring of the step. He sort of jogs up to the door and says, "There's an E-lock. Hack race Z," and he immediately interfaces his hand into the door's control system and starts hacking it.
All right, I quickly barge past Cleo
Oh my
to fucking
God.
beat Z at this hack race, and also try and find a place to interface and race fucking Z1.
Wow.
Well, give me
I
a
rolled a 16.
give me a hack roll. Oh my gosh, I've rolled a 16 as well.
Ah,
What
fucking
happens
hell,
when
God
you
damn
tie?
it.
That's a good question.
Do you roll again?
Little Z has got a bit of a head start, but Dr. Z is he's much faster. So he gets in there, and then the exact moment that you've hacked it, ready to like announce your victory, the other Z is done, and the door opens. And you're not quite sure which one of you actually did it.
Oh no, that's worse than losing.
Hmm.
Now you have to
The
live
door
with the
pops
doubt.
open,
look.
and Z is, ha ha, real Z twins.
I think we both know who really won that one there. Well,
And he sort of scampers inside, kind of gleefully, kind of like looking around, and he's like, comes to me like,
There's a human in there.
which way?
pointing into the room with one thumb.
Oh, right, it's.
Because Cleo sent him in ahead, so he like went in.
I was picturing a corridor. Sorry, okay.
It's a room,
Just
yeah.
a room. All right. Call out.
Hello, human.
What are you doing back here? Just get in here and close the door behind you.
All of us?
All of you.
All right,
All
fine.
right.
Leo's gonna, I guess, go through the door. I was gonna
You go
send
in
Lil
and-
Z in, and so that way, like, maybe they would work with him because if they're scared of me,
Oh, I'm already
Nice.
in there with Z though because I competed
Yeah,
with.
all right. I'm
little
gonna
Z
come in.
for
and
tech supremacy.
Jesus, I'm gonna come in
Alright,
and
so
shut the
as
door.
as you step in, you see it. It's a room where like an entire wall is a mirror, kind of like a weird little chair in the middle of it. Light systems, but they're all turned off, and there's just dingy white light in there. There's a human woman. She's not very tall. She's even shorter than Z1.
All right.
She's just wearing like sort of very sort of ordinary New Terra kind of street clothes.
Okay.
Sort of tight trousers and a jacket with lapels. And she immediately sort of marches up to Cleo and she's like,
The hell are you still doing here?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
You
about,
said
lady?
you were leaving New Terra soon. Have
Well,
you got it?
Have I got what? What are you talking about?
Like you can see, like she's like boiling over, face turning bright. Don't fuck with me, Cleo.
What? Well,
Shit.
how now? What? Hey, now, just wait here now 1 minute.
Have you got it?
Well, what is it?
Looking absolutely incredulous, about to implode. The seed.
What?
Oh, shit. The seed that you just traded for the missile.
Well, now, why'd you want that?
This needs to get off New Terra.
Why?
I can't believe I'm explaining this again. You said you were leaving. You said you were leaving. You said you were leaving soon.
We might, but we need to find our friend. Do you know? Do you know where he went? Maybe I can find you a seed.
What friend? You got
Well,
like 20,000 friends. All of the ones in dressing gowns and really touchy lot.
well, this one had a case.
Oh, the Commodore. He's a weird one.
Oh, now that's the truth. I can tell you some things. I can tell you a lot of things. But now we lost him.
Well, great. Does he have the seed?
Well, he might.
Well, look, you've got to get the damn thing off New Terra quickly.
Okay, but if we can't unless we know, like, where he is.
And she like reaches up and grabs Cleo by the collar of the little t-shirt, tries to sort of pull her down. We're all in a lot of trouble if that seed doesn't get off the planet.
Agreed. Where do you think?
So
Where do you think?
I help you
he's at?
find Harry, and this whole thing can bloody be over.
Okay. Well, yeah, we do need that. We do need to know where he went.
Maybe we can look at the security then.
Now that would now finally you are starting to be helpful. Unbelievable, but I'll get some pancakes for all of us, and you roll that film.
Pulling out like a little communicator and sort of tapping away, and then eventually she's like, so pulling up to her ears, like, yeah, can we get last night? No, we sorted all that out. No, don't worry about. No. Yes, the ones who are here right now. Yes, no, just when the other one. Yeah, the human one when he left. Yeah, okay. And then finally she sort of pulls up and a video pops up, just sort of floating in midair, projecting out of her device.
I'm back with new pancakes, just so everyone knows.
All three of you, along with most of Clan Zarg, and you're all sort of arm in arm. At this point, it seems as though Z1 had left. He doesn't seem to be with you.
Oh, well, that's shady.
Cleo, under one arm, is just carrying the gumball machine. Dr. Z is already sort of extending like a little jelly tentacle into it and pulling out one of the prizes and sort of like popping the thing open and seeing what's inside there.
Nice.
Herodotus has got in his hand, he's got the case with all the credits.
Okay.
It looks as though he's taken like some part of his uniform. He's just tied it to his wrist.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
And he's got the egg as well under one arm.
Oh, nice. Taking it to another bar.
Everyone's sort of drunkenly rowdying, cheering and roaring. And Herodotus points out the door and starts striding, and you're all following along. But you can't really make out any of it. And the woman's like, hang on. The thing sort of zooms in. It zooms right in on Trevor's face. He's the only one who's facing the cameras. Right, if I turn on this and this thing as the computer is doing some sort of lip reading thing. And then little subtitles pop up underneath. It's just across the street. Let's go swimming.
God. All right.
Well, that's a different type of cliffhanger, but I'm into it.
I like it. Let's go swimming.
Fuck. So Boris recognized that a seed was valuable.
But
I mean, he's a collector of things.
you know what, though? That was probably the moment where we should have been like, hey.
Well, I was just laying a seed there. I wanted it so that when and if I did reveal some big thing about this, the fucking seed floating in Dr. Z being somehow important, there would be some sort of preparation for it.
But yeah, when we get outside and realize if we see that Boris is gone, then that's gonna suck. So I don't want to fight Boris. But if Boris is still there, then I guess there's also shenanigans gonna have to happen.
What if we just bring Boris to space? Because she just said
And then that gets the seed in space as well.
that,
yeah.
he can keep it. We just have to bring him with us.
I mean, you've got no idea like why the seed's got to leave as well. I almost like the idea that you never find out. I guess we'll see how this goes, but
Well, that's
I like the idea of taking Boris with us.
yeah. Like we could just keep him. Like we could just promise him that he'll always get to hunt.
and then
for
I've
stuff.
got to keep doing that voice. Although he could be like he could kind of become like your ship's engineer. Like he's just the dude who like collects all the stuff and like works out everything.
Oh, that would
and
be
he
cool.
could drive the rover.
If we ever destroy a ship and look through the debris, Boris can check it out and found some upgrades and stuff
He
like
could be
that.
the one to appraise it. And say, oh, there's some things worth collecting.
I mean, Boris can become the new Talmaris.
The junk man.
Boris
Oh my
Talmaris.
god!
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Boris is Talmaris. Yeah, there we go. Boris Talmaris. Boris has to come with us.
It's
is, the
sorry,
thing.
it's done.
I mean, also the seed could be. I could be planting seeds for a new main plot.
I hope so. I'm so
mean-
not wanting to be friends with New Z.
It's
But,
really looking like you already are, though.
I love the fact that like you kind of want nothing to do with him, but as soon as he challenges you to a hacking race, like, and you can sort of imagine like how the friendship, the friendship kind of blossomed because
That was
If
the
you were
most
just constantly,
Z
like, running
shit
around,
that happened in the
and if-
whole
if he-
episode.
if he kept
Yeah.
kept provoking you in that sort of way, you would have been rushing around trying to beat him all the time, and he would have misconstrued that as friendship.
We got so lucky with those dice rolls, though. Holy.
But it's kind of
Uh,
like at heart, you guys have so much in common that like you intrinsically would be friends, but you're fighting it.
It's too similar.
It's happening.
Can't be called Z.
What if he comes with us too?
Yeah. We're both into the exact same stuff. Wait till he comes back to the hotel room and notices all the color coordinated
Oh my god, he's gonna fall in real love with you.
ball things. Yeah. Anyways,
This is
I
about
don't
to
know,
get a
like
lot
having like
sexier.
the morning after text from someone you really didn't want to have met. I thought that was just it was
brilliant.
too good a thing to be able to do.
I
dig
liked
it.
it.
I dig it. Sorry.
All
Blame it
right.
on the juice. Okay, patrons, you guys. All right, patrons. Patreons of the Backwater
patrons.
Bastards. We're looking at you.
Yes.
Cheaper by the dungeon.
Looking for some treasures.
There's always another. You know what they
Yeah.
say. There's always another treasure. I think
Yes,
people
well.
say that.
When they find a treasure, let us know.
Oh,
Because,
what?
hey, cheaper. Find one
Oh
already.
my God.
Well, there's always another one. So what's the point?
I was joking.
Well, I don't know what the point is, so let's ask Lucas Duff
Ooh, Duff
from
Man.
Ballad of the Seven Dice. And if he doesn't know, we can ask Marcus Brackleman.
Braxley Moy.
And if Marcus doesn't know, this bit's just, it's too late. I'm doing it. Sorry.
The bit's
And
going.
if Marcus doesn't know, maybe Fernando Garcia can tell him of Garcia Station.
Garcia Station.
And if they all don't know, then I know who do know. It's Noodle, also known also known as Dan in secret. And
Yes.
if all of those people
Dan
don't
twins.
know the Dan twins. LOL. LOL.
Hey,
LOL. And if they don't know, the Abale Queen may hold the key
A bile quad.
to the knowledge that we are seeking in her map making.
Mm.
And the person that actually does know is Nicole Snyder, otherwise known as
Hey
Nicola,
guys, it's Nicole.
who is
Nicola.
our marketing king.
Thank
.com.
you.
And then there's Randy Lovings, who also knows a lot of
Randy.
important things
Mm.
that he won't tell us because he is also a DM, and that's what they do.
Yes, he has to keep it secret.
Keep
Keep it
secret.
safe.
So instead, we have to go to
Mm.
Ybots 999,
Whippet.
Scottish synth, who will
Whippet.
gladly,
It's like a rabbit.
yeah,
Whippet.
that's what frogs do actually. So
Whippet.
close, but not at all.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what synthetic frogs say.
Dan's never seen a frog.
Yeah.
Why what?
Apparently not.
And so we have to go to Trevor for help because Trevor knows everything.
Trevor
else.
forever.
Trevor
I think,
forever.
like,
oh my
Yes.
god, that's a great
We're gonna have
rhyme.
like another Trevor when I do this Goblets and Gays one shot, because I think I'm gonna call my character Trevor.
Oh,
I saw that
nice.
and I liked it.
I was just
It's
when
sticking
I'm
on me.
talking when I'm talking in this voice, I'm calling I'm Trevor Van Helsing. I don't know, like it just tickled me.
It sounds
I'm
really
feeling
funny.
that. I'm just hot dog girl.
Yeah, I like it.
That's it.
Anyway,
Love
I
it.
did
Love
interrupt. Do we have
That's
any more
everybody.
patrons? Oh, I interrupted at the perfect time there.
You did.
There we go. Well,
Y-
thank you everyone for listening. And if you haven't already, please go to iTunes and give us a 5-star review. It helps us grow. We had 1 5-star review last week, and it immediately pushed us up the charts in several countries, and it was really cool. So if you haven't done it and you think that, oh, I don't want to do this, it's not going to make a difference, it does make a difference.
Every little
Every
5
single
stars
one,
makes
baby.
makes a difference.
Yeah.
And
It
and
really
it
does
makes us
help.
feel so amazing.
Makes us feel special.
We need that.
So,
we need that.
Yeah, please do that.
We like
I mean, if you
legitimately.
really don't think we're worth it, you could give us a 4-star review.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want to do that.
But
You
I
may
mean,
as well
you
do
know,
the
like
5-star
I
one.
can't imagine why you would do that. Why are you even thinking that?
Yeah. Why would you do that?
What does it cost you to
Is-
give us another star? Like, they're not real
Costs you
stars.
nothing.
35.
Not even,
But it
not
gives
even,
us-
not even your
quid,
stars.
man.
Like,
But we get it. We get to eat them.
Steve Jobs owns those stars.
Take them away.
You can't take them with
Well, it's getting dark.
you. Yeah. Anyways, thanks everyone.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Please, for real, do the review, damn it. Bye.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_Bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
So
Wait,
no
should
one
we do it?
told you life was gonna be this way.
I mean,
I
that
think I
part's not
did it.
included, so you didn't have to like overdo it, you know?
Oh.
But I appreciate that you really lent into it and did a
I
nice.
was doing that for your benefit. Yeah.
So now when I get to listen to it, I get to hear your
Look,
dulcet
Dan,
tones.
if you don't want any
Well,
foreplay,
if I
just
really
say.
wanted to like make it like an audio experience, I would have gotten up in here. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a broke, your joke. Your love life's DOA. DOA.
Oh, congratulations. You just upgraded the bit from being cut to now being placed at the end of the episode. So
Dan's like, just get it on with.
no, I've been the main derail.
Just grease